Welcome to Nerds at Lunch. Harry Potter's great-great-grandfather was named Potterer. I don't even know why she made that up. And that's just more for me, folks, because I found that out this morning.
It's like she'll do anything to not make a prequel or anything with the kids.
She, by the way, she completely ignored his human side, his muggle side of the family. So, she said his grandparents died, but, Harry has another set. At least another set.
No, they're the boring muggle side. You don't want to know about them.
Yeah, God forbid he lived with parents that seemed supportive. But enough about child abuse. That is a British literature staple. Let's get on to some fun video game stuff. First up, the Monster Musume Browser game is set to launch sometime soon. I think this week, actually. If Crunchyroll is accurate, the last episode just aired today. So, this should be up soon. It is, it's basically what you'd expect. But, I think they're just kind of... Some of these aren't monster girls. Like, a mummy is just a zombie. And I don't consider a zombie a monster. That's just me, though. If this is playable, without knowing a lot of Japanese, I'll do a mini review on it. There's a wasp woman. She has 4 arms. So, I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. I think it's a browser game. It said it's a browser game. I'm not 100% sure what that means.
Yeah, I don't think they really had a lot of specific information.
Yeah. It looks like just a normal dating sim. It's not based on the show, it's just in the show's universe. So you build your own harem up. They said you get something special if you befriend each of the girls, which I assume is a grisly death. Given what happens to Kamihito. I'm sorry, Darling in the show.
Can you imagine a crossover of Monster Musume and High School DxD?
That, honestly, is something I'm expecting. They're not, they're both light novels. Or, well, maybe Monster Musume isn't a light novel. I'm pretty sure it is, though. That would honestly be fun to watch, though. Next up, sad news. Starfox Zero was delayed to 2016. I mean, I wanted to play it, but this just honestly saves me about $60. So thank you, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's Q1 now, so they'll probably want it out for early spring.
I would say February or March. That's when Tropical Freeze came out. Hold on. That's chocolate. Sorry. No, I dropped a... Never mind, it was my dog. I'll cut this out.
Your dog is chocolate?
No, she found something with chocolate in it.
Oh, so concerning the delay, I mean,
yeah.
the quote was like they gotta work on the tone of like the cutscenes and stuff. So that's gonna be interesting.
That's because people bitched about it. What were obviously temporary dialogue lines that were from the original game from 64.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they only said those things in the first level. Like Titania is completely different.
Yeah, it's peppy now.
Yeah.
Peppy.
So I don't know.
It just makes you wonder what kind of tone they're aiming for in this game. Is it going to be down the road, or like going to have spikes of like darker kind of stuff? I mean, because 64 had its dark parts.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait.
It's just a retreading, basically, but...
Well, yeah, but I'm fine with that. I'd rather they retread this story than try something new, because they clearly can't do that right.
One thing I hope they're going to do is definitely more enemies. All the demo stuff is just so lacking.
Well, that was probably just for easy. I would imagine. If it's a Platinum developed game, there's difficulty modes.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be able to start on normal.
Maybe that's where Crystal is. She's the trophies at the end of each stage.
Oh, God. Nope, she's not around anymore. No Dinosaur Planet.
Dinosaur Planet is in the Lilat system.
It can't be, because we would have went to it in Star Fox 64. So, unless it just magically appeared.
It's in a forgotten.
As if this is a
corner.
fictional story where they can add things whenever they want, which I don't think it is, Mark. I think it's a historical documentary about space animals.
You sir are forgetting that one of the first lines in the opening of Adventure says in the forgotten corner of the Lilat system.
Lilat system is circular, so there is no corner. I never played Adventure. I had taste.
I do hope that, just to bring out a reference to that Nintendo-thon where they did Star Fox Adventures, when Fox actually recruits Tricky to be part of Star Fox, Smoothie's was like, Fox, you really shouldn't be recruiting kids to be in your mercenaries group. But hey, at least he's more useful than Slippy, even though he doesn't have thumbs.
Slippy's dad is rich and owns an aircraft manufacturing firm, so actually,
And
that's the reason they got the R-Wings.
They flash forward and it's like they're all in front of Andros, and Andros calls him out. I was like, all right, what are you gonna use against me this time, Fox? Fox says, bitch, we got a dinosaur.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Andros could make a dinosaur. Did you see the stuff he made? He made the sun a mutant. That doesn't even make sense.
But they all have the glowing hit-me lights.
Sir, could we maybe not put these glowing orbs all over the death machines? Nonsense. How else would we know where to hit them?
Does anybody...
I'll make a shrimp next.
So, Falco Amiibo's gonna be probably still on time, because...
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna delay that.
Yeah, his production was put into effect before.
Falco was going to sell twice as much as Starfox Zero was, no matter what.
It might give him a chance to get that R-Wing Amiibo going.
I think that's the real reason. They couldn't, because, I mean, it's in Mario Maker, and it transforms. And people are like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it means we're getting Peppy, Slippy, and an R-Wing. Or they wanted to put them in.
And a lot of people were speculating, November 20th was going to be the day Wolf comes back to Smash, potentially.
I don't know if they're going to do any big DLC during the Christmas month.
Well, if we believe that big Splatoon leak, maybe.
Maybe. Well, I think we'll get Splatoon stuff, but I don't think we're going to get anything like major for Smash that costs money.
We'll talk about that fun leak soon enough.
Yeah. We might do a leak show special or something at some point. I took out that Smash leak, though, because it was confirmed fake so fast there was no reason to even put it on the list.
It took an hour.
I'm like, oh, well, we can just make fun of it tomorrow. Nope. Gotta up your game, Internet fakers. That Shovel Knight looked awful anyway. That's how you could tell it was fake.
Yeah. That and the guy admitting it, too.
Yeah. If he was really in Smash, he wouldn't look like his 8-bit model. They would give him a more detailed model. Let's move on before I start bitching about leakers and their nonsense. PlayStation VR is going to be priced as a game console, so no one's going to buy it. I mean, it's this giant thing you put on your head. It uses a DualShock. It probably needs a PS4 to use. So, and it's going to cost at least $300. Is anyone going to buy that?
Why would you buy it?
For the immersion, I guess? I don't know. And maybe this is just me, but most people, when they play a game, they don't want to set the game up for 5 hours and sit down in a chair, completely blocked out from the outside world.
What do you mean? People do it all the time.
The setup takes forever. You can't just play 2 games and then go. You gotta set all that stuff up, play your 2 games, take all that stuff off, put it somewhere where it won't fall because it's a $400 piece of equipment. I don't know. Do any of you guys have an opinion on virtual reality? It seems to be like the big fan.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how 3D was. They're just out of ideas. They're just throwing out random stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't think they can really improve graphically until technology moves forward. And at this point, we're kind of at a standstill almost.
Yeah. Because I know there's those new TVs. What are they called? 40K, 4000K or something?
They have a 2160 resolution.
Yeah.
So it's supposedly 4 times the of standard high definition.
Well, that's great and all, but how many people have those?
Not many.
They're not standard. They're too expensive.
There's not much content out there that's running 2160.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, the only thing that's consistently running that technology is Netflix. And yeah.
That'll destroy your bandwidth. Ugh.
Yeah. That's the whole point. They're trying to get people to companies to expand their bandwidth, and they're pretty slow on it. Big shot.
Yeah, because they don't want to up their prices.
Uh-huh.
There was at a TGS. There was a. I don't think it was for PlayStation VR. It might have been for Oculus. There was this. No. Let me look. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was for PlayStation VR. It was a dating sim thing made by Bandai Namco, where you're either an English guy teaching a Japanese girl English, or the opposite situation. And you never talk, and it's just this virtual girl talking to you, and sometimes you'll nod your head. And like, oh my god, I've listened to a bunch of podcasts, and like they hear them say it, it's like, man, this girl was right next to me, pushing her boobs in my face, and I'm like, come on, man, you're a freaking game journalist. Get with it. They were way too impressed.
This gives me a raging review.
Found a clue over here.
My clue's pointing this way. Yeah, I got virtual reality all over Drew.
Well, I'm gonna kill your clue right now. Konami has halted all AAA game production. So that's it. Pachinko and cell phone games from here on out.
Erotic violence browsing game.
Metal Gear Solid 6, Angry Snake.
So his chances in Smash coming back died.
Oh, they don't care. They probably just do it. Well, I mean, Kojima doesn't work there anymore, and he was the only reason Snake got in the first place. So it's
Bomberman dead, except for browsing probably.
every Hudson. They don't use the Hudson properties at all. They just sit on them. So Bomberman's been dead,
Yeah.
but now he's so dead that there might as well never have been a Bomberman. It's like he doesn't exist anymore.
I like those N64 ones though.
Oh, that's right before Hudson went bankrupt and Konami got them. I don't know why Konami bought them if they weren't going to take advantage of. Literally, I don't know. He was up there with Mario for the longest time. Well, moving on. Here's a company that maybe needs to take a break from making games. Dragon Quest Builders is basically Minecraft with Dragon Quest stuff in it. I think I don't know. It could be fun. I like the premise that if you take the bad ending in Dragon Quest 1, this is the sequel to that. It looks like instead of building from the environment, you take pieces of the environment and make them in the shapes you want. So there's not really a crafting element. It's more, I can take these cubes and make a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely going to come out here, unless they're idiots and miss the entire point of making a Minecraft mode. And it's Square, so they very well could. So I expect Nintendo to publish this. Make $10 billion, then Square kicks themselves forever.
I might try Terraria when it comes to Wii U. Might. I saw Johnny's review of it. He made it look pretty good, but I don't know if I'd be able to sit through a game like that.
I'll wait. Eventually Lego will do a game like that, and it'll make more sense as a Lego game. So, let's see what's next. Here we go. Monster Hunter X. They showed this at TGS. Basically, they added an entire new fighting style for each weapon. So, I believe the different fighting styles now. You have 64 options available to you. The alternate mode is called Bushido. I'm not exactly sure how that translates to like guns or anything, but it definitely makes your hunter more mobile. I might be the only one playing Monster Hunter, but
I just can't stay into it. I just don't know.
well, you should play with me, and then I'm probably a little further ahead than you. That'll help you out a bit.
Oh, you're no doubt ahead of me.
I'm probably only at like the midpoint of the game. I took a break. There's all this cool DLC you can't access because it's endgame content. I'm like, then why make it DLC? Like, let me have the stupid Mega Man gun. Or whatever it is. Also, now you can play as Feylines. And they have infinite stamina. They have less physical power, though, so that's their trade-off. So that's neat. I'm sure videos of this will be showing up soon. It's coming out in a couple weeks in Japan, I believe. And it's probably the last Monster Hunter using the classic style. So we'll probably get it over here.
Probably next summer.
Yeah. I would hope before then, but let's see, what's next? Oh, Plague of Shadows. Yeah.
Right. Now that I'll talk about.
Yes, me too. So, I'm liking it so far. I just got the VAT.
I don't have that yet. I only got to retaking the Exploratorium.
If you go down, it's in the Treasure Knights level.
Okay.
And he's pretty easy.
Yeah, Treasure Knight's easy on shovel, so I can only imagine.
I mean, you'll still get hit because your reaction times are a little slower with Plague Knight, but...
Mm-hmm. I've been hearing online that Propeller Knight's a nightmare.
I can't imagine.
I hear your potions just bounce off them, so you need like the instant fuse.
Oh.
And the knockback. I just use the leech juice to try to nullify knockback. Like,
well, yeah, but then if they hit you while you're drinking the juice, you drop it.
Well, it stops the frames of your knockback.
Oh.
So yeah, you can get hit, so you might not take as much knockback again. I don't know. I've kind of noticed that. I have to go back and get the big bomb from King Knight stage because, whenever I got the leech juice, it's like, okay, this is where I got the relic. This is Chester rather.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I know where I need to go and play.
That stupid Shovel Knight picture.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I get it. That's funny. That's still there, and there's no way Plague Knight can fit in there. Oh wait, yes he can.
Yeah, that got me too. It sucks you have to rebeat the boss. I don't believe that was what happened in Shovel Knight.
Yeah, I think you do refight the bosses.
Oh well.
I like how one of the achievements with Plague Knight is defeat an order of no quarter without taking damage, except for King Knight. Like, damn it, they even knew that he was the easiest one.
He is. Well, that's because he doesn't really do much.
Did you get the creep achievement on the first try?
You were supposed to press down by Mona?
Let her dance.
Oh, no, because I was wondering where I was. Then I hit down and I saw myself spinning.
I saw her dancing and I noticed I didn't come in. I thought the scene was going to play out where I come down automatically, so I'm just letting it play. And then when it says achievement creep, I let it play just a little longer in case it comes up something else like stalker or something. But no, it's just the one achievement, then I came down.
I love how everyone thinks Plague Knight is creepy. Even the girl who obstinately likes him. I like tall, handsome men, Plague Knight. Maybe you could get a potion and fix that. I'm like, that is cruel, blue grass lady.
I do like his gameplay style. I like the double jump. I like the bomb jumps.
Yeah, he's interesting to play as. I don't think I'll use anything but float jump ever, though. I understand that if you use the other kinds, you can charge more jumps midair, but I just don't see the point. I'd rather have more control falling.
I've gotten the second round of upgrades available. I need to go after 80 coins.
And then, then you need 50 to repair the catapult. Which is annoying.
I like how you have the Shovel Knight campaign is happening in the background.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, there he is in the village.
Oh, you haven't done it yet. you get to fight those 3 annoying dudes that are.
Oh, the Travelers.
Yeah.
They're, I think they were the Kickstarter guys that paid the extra money to be bosses. Oh. I think that's what their story is.
I can see that for one of them, but I don't know. The big guy is kind of a...
He reminds me of Kratos' fight.
I'm pretty sure that that's what they used as a basis.
This is really... It's really been fun. Did you do any of the achievement, or feats, rather? Challenge?
No, I don't do that stuff.
I got all but one done in, like, the first sitting. There's one where, it's called Scale the Tower, and I think you can't take a single hit. You can't swing the shovel either, or jump on enemies. Oh, and it starts off, you start off, on the left there's just one guy who fires, like, fireballs, and on the right there's 2. So you have to gap yourself on a ladder. So get yourself across 3 ladders, go up to the next stage. The next stage is those guys from Tinker's stage, where they throw, like, the metal stuff at you.
Oh, God.
And above that, you get a griffin that shoots its arcing fire, and then one of those sorcerers up above that shoots out the frost magic that drops the snowflake pattern. So that's the room that killed me. Like, I'm sitting at 96%.
I don't know how you could get that done.
Yeah, you have to just time the arcs. It's like I lost track of where the fire arc was. I do hope that's the last room in that challenge.
No, the next room is 3 propeller knights, a cliff, and the ladder is at the other end.
It did seem like they picked something out of everybody's stage, so I guess that would leave, like, treasure. But it's definitely fantastic free DLC all around.
Oh, definitely. Spectre Knight is next, right? So.
Yeah, I think Spectre's next. Yeah, they gotta strip his flying away.
Well, no, you know what? I was thinking about this. The code for not falling down a cliff is already in the game. So he could fly, but maybe he doesn't have a lot of health. I mean, his big thing is summoning mobs and distance attacks, so...
Flinging that scythe around it.
Yeah.
Well, I was intrigued how they did the tonics for extending Plague's meter. That was a really good idea.
I could have done with a health refill at some point, though. Besides the draining spell.
Yeah. I can only imagine King Knight stuff's going to be all, like, flashy and stuff.
I think he's going to be a brute. Like, he can take a lot of hits. He doesn't have any knockback. And
maybe
he attacks like crazy, but he's slow as hell.
He'll probably have the equivalent of the horn, but it's going to be like those horns in his boss fight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be though. How are they going to explain and yet 2 more campaigns happening at the same time? If that's what they're going to try. Like, is Spectre still going on at the same time as Plague? Is War?
Well, oh wait, you don't know who the boss... Okay, you'll find out when you finish the Explodatorium how they're going to probably justify that.
Well, I can imagine that the Explodatorium's boss is Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
And so, since Plague can't obviously fight the awakened form of the Enchantress, odds are he gets his own boss, final boss.
I would imagine it's probably Mona.
That'd be awkward.
Well, he's converting the 7 deadly sins into a super magic potion. I can't imagine it's going to end well.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I think I'll probably have this finished by next week's show. So.
Yeah, I imagine a few more sittings too should do it.
Yeah. But so far so good. I like it, and next week we'll probably have final impressions on it. And that's if our next game doesn't take up more of our time. So Mario Maker.
Woo!
About a week since it came out now. How's everyone liking it?
I keep beating your stages, you two.
Well, good. I'm glad somebody is, because there's a lot of dumb people who clearly don't understand what a Goomba is.
I see the notes people leave for you. It's pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, all you do is jump.
One dude, he did the global warming, stage, and then he left the note, badly bad.
What?
That's all he wrote. He wrote, badly bad.
Swim through the stage. It's simple.
Yeah, you don't even have to touch the ground at all. The whole point is it's a silly joke. So I'm like, I'm sorry I couldn't do a room with 70 enemies stacked on each other with a spring. But maybe next time.
You know what's the thing that's really getting people pissed off online is with Mario Maker? Auto stages.
I won't play them anymore. I just swipe them now. I'm like, forget it. I don't care.
They're like in the top 10s and everything. People are just sick of them now.
I think everyone who had a top 10 the first 2 days this game was out needs to have all their stars wiped out because they're YouTube people farming for likes and they're just flooding the market with this crap. And there's not that all YouTube people are bad, mind you. I mean, there's some decent stages going on, but like the top 10 are all autoplay.
I know that.
And yeah, they don't offer anything of content. I don't want autoplay levels.
Yeah, unless they're gonna showcase like a song, like the Smash or the Zelda stuff.
Yeah, the song ones are fine because usually they're done really well. But no, most autoplay levels are wait for this spring, wait for this other spring. Okay, no, don't move. Okay. Here's the spring.
You're gonna go on the skeleton coaster.
Yeah.
Now you're going on a conveyor belt.
Well, look at these enemies that aren't gonna hit you.
Yeah. It's like, if it weren't for all the likes, you could try reporting these, but it wouldn't work.
I mean, there's nothing to report. They don't violate any of the terms. They're just stupid. I wish there was a way to downvote things like this, but all I can do is swipe them.
Yeah, and then you can comment by going into your played courses, not from straight playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to give them a star, and you're only perpetuating the problem.
Yeah.
How's everybody sitting in terms of stars, anyway?
I'm at 107.
You bitch.
Well, I mean, you guys could join a forum, too. I post my levels on the Penny Arcade forums, and
460.
Wait, that's how many you have, Pat?
No, that's how many Jason had.
Oh.
Last time was 60. As of this morning, I have 107.
460.
I have 460?
Yeah.
How do you... What?
That can't be right.
Maybe I'm just misreading it. I was just playing it last night, and I'm pretty sure I saw that. But I am kind of tired, so maybe I'm...
No, I checked this morning. I had 107. If I had 460, I could upload
a lot more.
At least 60 stages, which I don't think I can do.
I've got...
I think it's just tight.
Yeah.
I'm not hear my game, so I can't.
Pat, did you see how many I had yesterday by chance, or not?
You were like 49, Mark.
Oh. Okay, last I checked, I was 44, so that's okay.
Uh-huh.
One more, then I can do more.
I'll go on and start some of your courses, Mark.
Good.
I've started all of these courses except for the ones I couldn't beat.
What, mine?
The Kanto, Elite Four.
Come on, that's beatable.
A freaking turtle! There's 2 giant creatures on your stages, Mark. What are you doing? God!
The giant turtle is Lapras.
I know! Nobody wants to do that. Oh, God, I hate all of them.
The boos are Gengars. Come on.
I understand what they represent, but I don't like giant ghosts because I can't do anything to it. And then, you know.
Yeah. Just take the hit. I love watching the death X's on that stage. There's so many that die to those Gengars.
I look at the places people die, and I'm just wondering.
I've had people die to my Leighton puzzle.
I've had people die where I don't even know why there would be an enemy there.
They must have ran out of time because they don't understand that you're supposed to find out what pi is.
Yeah.
The puzzle is Leighton's pi puzzle. That means you go down tunnel number 3, then tunnel number 1, then tunnel number 4. It's a simple thing.
Plus, when you get to the 4, 5, 6, I ran out of connection pipes. You have no choice but to go down 4. 5 and 6 make it so you can intentionally jump out.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I don't know if you tried it, Pat. Yeah, you can't go down 5 and 6. I was debating on making doors there instead, but no, it's like, no, I'm going to be a nice guy. If you figured out 3 and 1, odds are you have figured out 4 by now. If I could have more connecting pipes, I'd be that guy who would then take pi to the next digit just to be that guy. It's alright, bitch, you know it's 3.14. Do you know what's next?
I think Pat played my one, So You Blew in the Cart, huh?
Oh, I played
I
Yeah.
put a comment on there.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. I've seen somebody died where the 2 Goombas dropped down, and they're both in, one's a Wing Goomba and one's in a Karibo Stiletto.
Yeah.
So neither of them fall down to the ground anymore.
Nuh-uh.
So I don't know how anyone died there.
I took down the Toy Story one. So many people die in that one. And
I did.
I gave you propeller suits and everything. How do you die?
Poor Steve is so left out of this conversation.
Yeah, I still don't have it yet.
At least Steve is learning, though, from what we're saying. Don't make auto stages.
There's plenty of auto stages. That's cool.
People seem to like my Mega Man one. I might do Metal Man next. I'm trying to figure out how to do the guys on the gear, though.
Put red Koopa Troopas on top of the gears.
I think I was gonna do a green Koopa Troopa with a Goomba.
Wouldn't they just walk off the gear?
I don't know, because you can destroy the gears, so I don't know if I was gonna use grinders or not. But yeah, let's talk about, does everyone have a level they want to put at the end of the show notes?
I don't have the code at the ready.
Well, no, you guys can just give it to me later. I'm probably going to edit this and not put it up. Just to break the fourth wall, we're recording this a day early. It won't affect when it goes up, just when it's edited. So no worries there, viewer. Listener.
Subscriber.
I wish. I know you people are listening, but you're not subscribing. Come on, pay for the milk.
I think the stage I'll probably promote is probably my latest one. It's an easy one. Probably Mario and Wonderland.
Okay.
It was pretty easy. It was funny, though.
Yeah. You saw what I was going for with everything, right?
Yes.
Even the Koopa Troopas, you caught that at the end?
I did.
Good. I'm like, do I bother including the Griffin and the Turtle? Will people understand? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway.
The classical lit teacher is going to play Mark's level and be like, brilliant.
Yes, right.
It was Sigmund Freud.
Oh, I get you. A stage where Mario just slaps a watermelon. Ha! Mario loves Peach.
It's obvious.
Oh, God. Okay, Pat, what about you? Do you got one?
Out of all the stages I've made, I like my second invincibility run.
I think we put that one up last week, though.
Yeah. But let's see. I just created a new one called what is it called? Junior's at it again. I finally just got at the point while I was making the stage where I can make sub levels. So I basically made a section where you're on a scrolling warship, and at the end you go down a tunnel that up in Bowser's castle, and you're fighting just these random like enemies and Bowser Jr. Throwing turtle shells out of his thing. You can run past it though and get to the other tunnel and get to the end of the stage.
Yeah.
So. It's not a big.
I was saying if that one won't fly, maybe to keep with the Starfox in the beginning. My Starfox one actually going over pretty well, so maybe that one just can be shared instead.
Like that one. That was great. It took a second to figure out, there's a cloud here.
Yeah. A lot of people die at the very start because they didn't get the cloud.
Someone put in the comments how. I'm like, there's a cloud right there.
The problem with leaving things for people is they don't spawn as soon as you enter the screen. You have to be a specific distance away, I've noticed. So when I did Balkidu Brawl, I left pipes with Lakitu clouds to get to the end. No one knew that you could use those pipes for that. and so they just die in the lava. One dude, though, sequence broke it, and that's why I took it down. He kept his Yoshi. He got past Bowser to the first platform. He somehow managed to get to the second one. I didn't think he could jump that far, but he did it. And then he managed to get to the end by sacrificing Yoshi for the last jump.
No Yoshi left behind.
It was, I'm like, well, that is impressive. So I'm like, I did not intend that at all, so I took that sucker down.
YouTuber PK Sparks, he's trying a movement called No Yoshi Left Behind. He doesn't like to play stages when he's streaming where you have to ditch a Yoshi.
You know what? I don't get why people are so hard on about that. It's not funny.
Well, wait for the funny part. He was playing a stage where he actually had to leave one, but it wasn't death. It was a castle stage. Then he gets to the end and he sees the Yoshi like in a cage. He triggers the axe without noticing that the axe was triggering the platform where Yoshi was, so Yoshi falls in lava.
Oh. This is mean.
That is mean.
I was going to make a stage called Yoshi Ain't Stupid, but the way he bounces on saws now isn't right. He does, instead, if you jump on the saw, you should bounce up. But for some reason, he bounces back. Unless you hit the direct top of the saw. And that just makes it far harder than it needs to be.
So, listeners, we have 3 points of lessons to be learned from Mario Maker this week. First, auto stages suck. Don't make them.
Yes.
2, if you're going to have a Lakitu cloud available in your stage, make sure we just can't simply soar over your entire damn stage with it. And point number 3, that ties in with this slightly, be sure you put a damn ceiling in your stage so that we don't just jump over everything.
Yes.
Especially your underwater stages.
Please, yes. Design your stages knowing that there is another screen on top of them. You can move the start point in and point up and down. So there's really no excuse. And there was one more thing in video games, but we'll talk about it next week. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back for some anime talk, and that'll wrap up the show. So we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, it's break time. This is for the YouTube version only. We take a couple minutes out to resort for the next section. Go get a pop or something. Enjoy yourself. Welcome back, and now we're on the anime. A couple shows ended this week. Actually, we're going to add one more to it because I just noticed... Wait, no. It's on there, never mind. I don't know the show notes, and I wrote them. Okay, so first up, Ushio and Tora has confirmed for a Season 2. That's good. I think the manga is fairly long.
Yeah, it said it ran for 6 years. I don't know
6
if
years.
it was like it was weekly or monthly or what.
I think it was weekly. I read the manga a long time ago, back way before even Print Shonen Jump came out over here. I'm trying to think. That's probably about 4 a year. So, yeah. 24 volumes, maybe? Sounds about right. But anyway, this should wrap up the entire story arc, if it's another 24 episodes. It's a really great show. I guess this means it's ending on a cliffhanger next week, but it's still pretty neat.
What? An anime season ending on a cliffhanger?
Well, at least this is one where we know it's continuing. You'll be happy to know another show is continuing in a second. But,
we'll chase Naraku to the ends of the earth!
Oh no, that show, I don't know about that. That show never ended. It's still going on.
No, it ended, thank God.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I didn't put it on here. Apparently there's a Fruit Baskets sequel manga.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
I've read the first 3 chapters. Near as I can tell, the main boys are clones of Yuki and Kyo.
What?
They look identical, so they're kids or they're genetic clones. Either way, the girl in this is worse than Toru
Oh no.
ever was about feeling worthless.
Oh, goody.
And people actively hate her. So they haven't introduced anything like magical yet, but I'm sure they'll get to that soon.
So are they reprinting? They're going to reprint the original series, I'll presume.
I would figure. Tokyo Pop had the rights before their unfortunate demise. I don't know who's going to do it for this. Probably Viz. So
They both of their properties, so I guess.
yeah,
Viz or Kodansha, probably.
we might as well make this a discussion topic. Fruits Basket, another F. I'm going to call it. No, it's just called Fruits Basket's another. First 3 chapters are out. I think it's a weekly. I don't think it's going to be anything long term, but who knows?
Mr. Toru, maybe it'd be easier if we conquered the galaxy, then got revenge on the Saiyans.
Maybe we could just leave Earth alone. They seem to, kill us a lot.
Perhaps you could not simply just hug boys.
Okay. Let's see, what's next? This one's from Mark. It's not really an anime, but it involves the most anime characters in that series. Metal Sonic and Shadow have both appeared in Sonic Boom.
Well, Metal Sonic has, Shadow will.
Oh. I thought by now he would have shown up.
No, Shadow will show up in 7 more episodes.
Where are his band-aids?
He is as he was in the Boom game, so no Hawaiian shirt or anything from all that fan art. Metal Sonic basically came in on a fugitive-styled episode where a Sonic imposter was going around stealing stuff. So Sonic tries to go improve his name, and he just, lo and behold, there was Metal Sonic. Not like played up that grand, like Eggman's like, haha, here's Metal Sonic. It's like, nope, there was Metal Sonic. Sonic defeats him, and Eggman just picks up I don't want to say lifeless, but he was like shut down and just takes Metal Sonic away.
Huh.
Shadow is with, from the screenshots we've seen, he is with Robotnik in that, so he's probably gonna work with him at the beginning.
I hope he's like... I can't think of it right now. I hope he's just this huge... Oh, Bass. I want him to be like Bass.
Oh, God. All I can remember...
I'm only helping you, Robotnik, because Sonic gets in my way all the time.
All I can think of are the X8 voice acting cutscenes. Bass. Bass, we shouldn't fight each other! Shut up!
If they don't... I hope they do that. That would be funny.
Oh, God.
Sonic Boom's the type of show where that would be hilarious instead of horrifying.
I am shocked on how good the show has actually gotten.
Well, I mean, law of averages, as bad as the game was, something about it had to be good. And I guess it was the show.
Like, the one with the Bro Down episode, like when you thought Sonic and Knuckles were going to be on that TV show, and you find out Sonic and Eggman get paired up for the Bro Down show. Knuckles like, oh, I thought this was going to be a Sonic and Knuckles episode.
I love how they play up how dumb Knuckles is.
Yeah.
Even when he eats something that makes him as smart as Robotnik, he's still the dumb one.
Danger is my middle name. Huh.
They're all super intelligent geniuses. Actually, I'm an average intelligence genius. Okay.
Unlike tying my shoes and brushing my teeth, this is something I have to do by myself.
His shoes don't have laces, they have holes.
Why is this show not on DVD yet?
I don't know. Oh, well, it's probably... I'm going to put a link if it is. It's probably on Google Play and iTunes, though.
It's like 44 episodes, so they're only 10 minutes each. So, I mean, even still, they could still crank them out.
That should only be about $20 for 2 seasons. Yeah, pick it up if you haven't watched it yet. It's hilarious. It takes a couple episodes to get used to it.
I love that segment, Pat. Did you see that where Knuckles was walking through the field of exploding ducks?
Yeah, he's like...
Woo, ducky!
My only complaint is I wish it was traditionally animated, so they didn't have to keep recycling the same backgrounds, but small sacrifice.
I mean, the first episode looks so piloty and testy, it's jarring compared to later ones, but again, the whole evolutionary thing of the show.
Yeah. I mean, it did so well that they actually made a sequel. So, the Sonic Boom the game.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in the tagline from Sega? # trust us.
Yeah. The Sonic account, not the official Sega account. Okay, we should move on. This one's purely for Steve, though, because he's gonna probably pay for his house with it. Monogatari cross Madoka Magica is a thing. It's a huge thing with figures, manga, and more. You will probably cry at least twice during it.
Brought to you by Otaku Henshin.
I mean, I almost put that in the show notes because I swear to God, this is like... So I trust you're getting all these figures, Steve?
I should be, hopefully. I mean, it seems like for the most part, all the different companies are covered by at least one distributor.
Okay. So strictly on a non-merchandise standpoint, how do you feel about this crossover?
I mean, I like both shows, so I'm not really opposed.
That seems to be a thing that's happening lately. These two crossover, they did that weird Parasite Fairy Tale crossover.
Telling you, DXD and Musume. That's next.
We can only hope.
Or what's some jarring stuff? Detective Conan and Akame.
Well, they did Detective Conan and Lupin the Third.
Oh.
That just came out a year ago, if I recall. I'm sure we could do, well, they always do DBZ, Toriko, and One Piece. All the anime, they have a special for those once a year.
Yeah.
How about Bleach and Pokemon?
What the hell is that?
I wouldn't mind seeing Bleach in, like, One Piece or something. I think that they would mesh really well. But, the Bleach author seems to have gone crazy.
Yes, he has, hasn't he?
I didn't want to put that in the show because I think he's kind of got fucked over by the Shonen Jump people.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to end the series by now?
Well, they gave him one more story arc to wrap everything up, and I think he's almost done.
Yeah.
And I think he's about done with the manga industry in general.
Yeah.
Because character pulls ruined Bleach. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Mhm.
Because it was supposed to be about Ichigo and his friends. And then the polls
80
came out.
years later.
Yeah. Then once they finished Soul Society, oh, we love all the captains. The captains. I'm like, they're funny, but they're not that great of characters. Ugh. You've gone off tangent here, but I will say that I hope Kubotai does another story, even if it's not with Shonen Jump. And I hope that this time he doesn't let the readers dictate what happens.
Ichigo wakes up and finds out he was Aizen all along.
Also, if he doesn't marry Orihime, then I'm done. Done with him as an author forever. I'm just saying. Okay. So then here's some of the season enders I wanted to talk about. I know Steve was mad about this one. Rokka the Six Braves ended the other day. I say ended because it did that cliffhanger thing that we all know and love, but it did it in the most asinine way. Okay, so let's just start with spoilers from here on out. The plot of Rokka was there are 6 Braves who fight a Demon King. So these 6 guys meet up at a temple, which is going to create a barrier that keeps the evil army from invading the mainland. When they get there, there's 7 Braves, and one of them is a traitor. And that is the rest of the series, basically. And it's fine. It's really tense mystery, and it's maybe not the greatest way that they figured out who it was, but I could have been fine with that. It's just that right at the end, when you think, okay, the next season should just be them going on to fight the next big bad. No, they add another 7th Brave. So, oh my god.
I seriously, I mean, I was on edge like every week because I was just like, I thought I knew who it had to be, and then I kept getting proven wrong.
Yeah.
and it's like, finally we find out who it is, and that now it's like, I can't imagine that any of them are the fake now. So it's like, but then it's like, why would they just add a new character that's gonna be the fake one again? So
No, they gave another one an in because he said there had to be an eighth way early on, but I don't know. I agree. It's just, why add this unnecessary element? She's drawn all weird too. She doesn't like she's a different art style from the rest of the.
she's just kind of like chubbier, I guess, the way she looks.
I know, but she's like airbrushed or something. She looks weird. Maybe because she's the Saint of Blood, she looks flush or something. I don't know. I mean, I legitimately, even though I read ahead and technically knew who the seventh was, I thought they maybe changed it for the show because, wow, I was still surprised when it happened. They just they didn't stick the landing. I hope they get a season 2.
That's, I mean, I was kind of upset that they didn't end it with a announcement of a season 2, like winter or whatever. It's just nothing. So, I mean, for all I know, maybe they were just trying to sell the light novels and manga.
Yeah, it's a dumb. I mean, I hate when they do that because they have to know.
Like, I like Blood Lad. That was pretty good, and that was specifically meant to help sell the manga, and
Well,
they had no
yeah.
intention of doing more.
I hope they did do more though. I did like that show. Did the manga ever get picked up over here?
Blood Lad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'll probably finish it. I like the premise of that. And then, I don't know. They have to know the American audience. They clearly are making a profit on it. They have to think, maybe we should start pacing these differently for people overseas, that make up a percentage of the money we're getting. But they don't. It drives me nuts. And this ended, the general they showed is like this alligator bird dude in a suit, and I wanted them to fight him. They showed him in a flashback, and all he did was talk to people, and he turned them into a raving mob, loyal to a demon king. He didn't threaten them or anything. He's like, hey, just come over here, and you guys will be cool. That's all he did. I want to see this badass, but no. We don't get that in time. Okay. It's still a good show. I don't think we spoiled anything too major, just that dumb ending. So it's worth watching if you like a good mystery. And logically, it all holds up. The only character in the show besides Adlet that acts in a rational manner is the guy with a cat tail. But past that, it's pretty good. And I think the Goddess of Fate needs to maybe be a little pickier when she chooses her warriors of virtue. Okay, so next up, Monster Musume has ended. Season 1. But there's a clue, according to Crunchyroll. While they're grocery shopping, there's a sign that says, in Romanized Japanese, second season or something to that effect. I don't think it's a surprise that this is going to get a second season.
Not one bit.
No. It might be a couple weeks, though, because it's a monthly manga. And as near as I can tell, they'll catch up if they do another season. So it'll probably be next summer. So how did everyone like Monster Musume?
It was something.
I mean, it was new to me since I haven't read the manga, so it was definitely entertaining, at least.
I loved that picture you shared, Steve, with the post.
I just randomly saw that online.
I don't know, I love how they suggested JoJo. When JoJo, by all accounts, is worse than Monster Musume.
My God, isn't it?
Just in content, not in, whether it's a better story.
Yeah.
But I liked Monster Musume. I do hope the second season comes sooner rather than later. We'll probably get an OVA. Probably the Snow Woman and the Holt the Kobold athletic gym for Altered Species. which is actually hilarious. They showed Pult a few times in the last couple episodes, so I'm hoping that means that she'll have a special. And I think that's pretty much it. I have season 1 of Food Wars ending, but it ends on a cliffhanger, and it's a shonen show. So it'll probably get season 2, season 3, so forth.
Speaking of Food Wars, Steve, you saw that figure.
Mark, you
Yeah,
don't watch... oh, sorry, Steve.
I do not watch that, no, actually.
Okay, so, yeah, she just dresses like that when she cooks. No one knows why. Everyone comments on it in the show.
Basically,
He knows how to handle the meat, evidently, though.
The meat master, as they call her.
Yeah.
Meat master?
Well, she owns a,
her
famous cattle breeding company or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, her family like controls almost all the beef in that part of Japan. So she's like the heiress to that.
Shit,
God
sorry.
damn it.
I'm playing your damn stage, Patrick. I got stuck in those damn flamethrower parts.
Oh yeah, you went down the lower part. It's easier to go with the upper part, but
Screw
yeah.
you for that part. My apologies.
Oh, okay, keep going, yeah. But
But yeah, she's so basically been taught to be strong her whole life because her father didn't want her to grow up being a weak little girl. So that's pretty much what she
like
does.
most
She just,
anime fathers.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, she was given a teddy bear for her like 7th birthday, and or 7th or 9th birthday. She was young.
No, she was like 6,
yeah,
maybe even younger.
and her father like rips it in half. I'm like, what the hell? What kind of an asshole does that? I'm like, okay. And so basically, she's just been that way her entire time until again she met Soma.
Yeah.
What a show! The main character changes someone again.
Like, Food Wars is a secret harem, but it's also not. Because none of the main characters are actually any worse than each other. I think that's why it works so well, because, like, you can legitimately see these characters being equals.
They all have their strengths.
Yeah. And this next season should cover that more in depth, because it'll mostly be covering them on their learning experiences at different restaurants. Unless they decide to skip that. I hope they don't.
That would probably be the one where they go into that retreat. What do they call that?
I don't know what it's called in English. It's been a while since I read that chapter. Let's just say they're understudying at big restaurants.
Yeah, it's like a French word or something.
Yeah.
Poutine.
No. That might be a Shokugeki at some point.
Too many volumes.
Don't worry about it, man. Okay, so, Steve, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Food Wars?
No, I mean, it's definitely been one of my favorite ones I've been following. I wasn't expecting it to be. The first episode, I was just like, I don't know about this. And
Yeah.
I just figured it was just going to be kind of more fan service and not much else, but I don't know. I found it really fun to watch. I love all the characters.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's really well animated for a shonen show, too.
Pretty.
It's-
in the manga.
Yeah. Like, in general, because they don't have they don't have to waste as much time in the fights, because it's all cooking.
Yeah.
So they can use their budget to make it not look like ass. Like, if you've seen an episode of One Piece podcast, generally, you know what I'm talking about. Or Sailor Moon Crystal, which apparently will look much better if you pay for the Blu-ray.
What?
Well, okay, the way these shows are animated, which shouldn't be an issue for Crystal, by the way, because they delay it every other week, but the way it's animated is, it's not done until almost the day before it airs. So there's tons of errors and inconsistencies. And then they fix them for the retail release.
Yeah, they do it a lot with certain companies. Like, my one friend is, like, a really big fan of this one series, Dog Days, and he's, like, showing me all the time when like they've had 2 seasons now, that all the side-by-side comparisons of the TV air versus the Blu-ray.
Yeah. And some shows do this to get around censors and stuff. So, like, if you get the high school DxD DVDs, your friendly little censor bubbles won't be there. And you'll get to see all that.
They even have with DxD, they usually air it uncensored too, but I think it's usually delayed by a week or something like that.
When the hell did they air that? Like 1 a.m.?
Like late at night.
Late at night in the darkest corners of Japanese TV. Okay. What else was I going to say?
Gate ended too with season 2 announced for
Did Gate
January.
end? Does it end this week or is it ending next week?
It ended this last episode was the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a terrible. I'm glad it's going to season 2. That's a terrible ending.
Yeah, they called it.
I wonder what Tommy will do.
It's they're calling it the Fire Dragon arc.
Oh. I mean, they beat that thing's ass last time. I don't think it's going to be much of an arc. Blew its arm off.
Well, I mean, I guess the whole big deal is that they're saying that they can't send like a kind of armed force in, so it's going to have to be like a really small private group. So it's going to be Tommy and his whole little gang fighting the dragon.
Oh, that'll be neat. I think it'll work out well. I like Gate. I like how it's turned out, because honestly, the setup was really dumb, and it's been done before. It's like right there. It's up there with Outbreak Squadron, if any of you guys remember that.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny.
Yeah, that one's a little different in tone, but I like how they're treating this.
Yeah, they're definitely making this one a little bit more serious. The other one was meant to be a comedy.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping season 2 is a little, because this one was a little slow. Everything this season was kind of slow. But, hopefully it'll pick up the pace a little bit. And then I think that's it. My love story ends this week as well. But, we all know how it's going to end, so... There's
Also
really
very,
Yeah.
very sad day today. We have Umaru-chan ending.
I mean, yes, so sad. Don't worry, Steve. You get the OVA that, what did we say? Where she takes a crap on the floor.
I just I avoided the show for almost the entire season, and then when I actually sat down and watched it and enjoyed it, it's already over.
I mean, that seems like the best way to experience Umaru-chan, so... a lot of stuff ended this week. I think there's a couple more shows that'll go on for another month or so, and we'll probably cover them then. Overlord has one more episode. I can't see that ending satisfactory. Maybe it has 2 more episodes, but it has 13. It should be fun.
Yeah, there's one more. I guess I was like forgetting. I wasn't sure what the number was, and they were doing the whole ending with the credits going. You know, they wasn't the actual ending, but
Yeah.
they were showing scenes still going. I was like, wait, is this the last episode? Because I don't want them to end it like this. It's
Yeah.
like right in the middle of it. But yeah, there's one more.
I hope it gets a second season, because Overlord started out really slow, but it got so good. And it would be a shame if it didn't. The next arc after this is supposed to be Lizard Man. I want to see how that turns out. But I like the banker though. He was so embarrassed of him.
Yeah, his voice actor is definitely
I
very
recognize
interesting
the
guy.
actor. I can't remember from what though.
He's been in a lot of stuff recently. He's definitely gotten really popular lately.
Was
I know
he the stiff guy from Ghoul?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was
I was-
another one of his pretty crazy performances.
I'm like, it can't be, is it? I like that. I like how.
In the new Persona 5 too, he's one of the main characters.
Well, we don't have to worry about that till next year sometime. I'm gonna guess that if he's one of the main characters, he's probably a bad guy. So
He's one of the main party characters.
he could be a Kane. He could turn on the team. Or I'm sorry, to use a more modern parlance, he could be Mr. L.
Pikachu is the voice of the cat.
Huh. The hamster, you mean?
or whatever. In Persona 5, there's
Oh,
like,
Persona 5. Oh, okay.
I'm getting off topic.
Okay.
Don't get me started with the voice.
We're done. That covers everything. Actually, one
We have
thing
Charlotte and Jito Watashiwa ending.
yeah, I don't know if Charlotte's going to end in one episode. We might get a season 2 out of this.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
We'll see. Charlotte,
Might skip ahead where he returns from his journey.
that would be such a cop out. I got the heal power, so I could use time travel and then heal my blindness. I'm super OP now.
Better nerf Greninja.
Okay, so that's it for this week. There we go. So you can follow us at Twitter at Nerds at Lunch, or on Tumblr, nerdsatLunch.tumblr.com. We don't use those very much, but if you ask a question, we will get a notification and we'll try to answer it on the show. We have a Facebook profile, facebook.com/robothousepodcast, and you can follow us there. That is updated weekly with new episodes. Hopefully, at the end of this month, I have to look through a few things. You'll be able to find us on iTunes and SoundCloud. And then you can follow Steve on his store, otakuhenshin.com, or facebook.com/otakuhenshinonline. Buy your anime stuff from Steve. It's basically what you can find everywhere else, but it's from a guy named Steve, and that's just personal. And as always, have a good day. We hope you enjoy listening to us, and we will see you next week.